All right. Let's switch up this music a little bit. So this. Beautiful. Turn my headphones down a little bit. I only need it for the beginning, and hopefully that's not too loud. Got my microphone right next to my face, so that should be good. Welcome back to another week of Path to Peace. Bit late in the week this time around, but better late than never. Had a few commitments through the week, so thank you for your understanding with that, but we'll get back into a regular interval day by day meditation. So a bit disruptive this week, but next week should be back to normal again. So that is life. Roll with the punches. One more round. Great to be back though. Fantastic to be back. I've missed it. I've missed you all, and I've missed just that start to the morning, because it really just sets you up for the rest of the day. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So the topic today, and I'll take off my headphones because I don't need to be listening to the microphone as I've just bumped it. Don't need to be listening to what's in that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's much easier without the headphones, although I like being a DJ for that short moment in the morning. So I was thinking about this just before, and what does it mean when we say take a deep breath in? Take a deep breath in through the nose, breathing in the sweetness, the opportunity, etc., etc., etc. Well, when I say take a deep breath in, it just doesn't mean fill your lungs with oxygen, although that is what we are doing. That's in a physical sense. We're filling our lungs with oxygen. We're taking a deep breath in. From a physical sense, a lot of us, me included, and this is an unconscious behavior, we tend to shallow breathe throughout our life. So we don't notice this, but when we're concentrated on something else, we're breathing without focusing on the breath and being aware of it. And a lot of the time we are shallow breathing. And this comes along with, programming and things, because we're focused on other tasks, and the awareness of the breath isn't at the forefront. So when I say awareness of the breath, we're not necessarily controlling our breathing either. It's just being aware of it, but like observing the inhalation and exhalation. But we tend to shallow breathe a lot of the time, like this little short breaths, or not really deep breaths, which is really beneficial for the body, as well as what I'll just get into. But so taking a deep breath, we're also gathering the energy or the life force that surrounds us in our immediate environment. When we're breathing deeply, we bring this life force in. to the physical body and the energetic body. And it also activates every energy center on the way through. So it starts at the nose, goes, and your nose, the airways, they angle upwards. So it's actually sending the oxygen up here first in the head region, the brain area, and also activating those energy centers up around the head. So we've got a couple of energy centers around there and the top of the head. And then it goes down past the throat, past the lungs, which also some more energy centers here, the heart, and it actually goes down deep into the lower energy centers as well. So right down to the lower energy centers, and as it circulates back up through the back area, back of the spine, back of the heart area, and also comes out. And if we breathe through our nose outwards, especially during meditation, it comes back around the top of the head and down out through the nose. And on a physical sense, it enters the lungs and gets pumped via the heart to the extremities and into the tissues. And it's like, that image of when we look at a dark hallway and it has the lights come on automatically, like dunk, 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 and it lights up the hallway far in the distance. That's sort of what it does, with the heart just going boo and pumping the oxygen and the oxygenated blood through the body. It's like dunk, 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 dunk. And this activates the light pathways throughout the entire body. So on a physical sense, but also an energetic sense. Essentially, we're doing the same thing by taking these deep breaths as the principles of pranayama. It's the original pranayama or pranayama yoga, which prana, life force, or the breath. And it's the awareness of the breath is the philosophy around pranayama. And it's essentially the same thing. It's just that, like with other things that we've had in our life, we can focus on too much of the recorded, scriptured elements to it rather than the original meaning. So focusing on the breath is acknowledging the life force. It's also called the inner breath in ancient meditations. We know half of this as the Kundalini technique. Everyone focuses on Kundalini as the serpent fire, and it comes up from the base of the spine, travels up towards the crown, and we have an awakening experience. But that is only half of the original story. It's only half of the original technique. It's only half of the awareness. Because the inner breath is the total technique, and the inner breath coming through the nose up to the upper chakras, down to the lower chakras, and around the base of the spine and upwards. If you concentrate on Kundalini activation, it's that half, the second half. But they forget the breathing in part, which is the activation. So, yeah, it's actually part of a more extensive meditation called the inner breath. Before we got the buzzwords like Kundalini or anything like that. But it's like anything else. as things are passed down, knowledge is passed down from teacher to student or from generation to generation, even when written down, the interpretation becomes different and knowledge can be lost or it gets interpreted different. And the originality of what it's supposed to be, it gets altered. So it's like, oh, no, I need to remember this part and this has a beneficial effect, but how? Because where the original teachings come from and the original message can get a little bit distorted through the essence of time. But that's just natural. And really what it's saying is you can only gain so much from your external environments and your external things. These are all designed to send you inwards to recover the true meaning of what it is. And then the soul goes, here you go, here's your little packet of information, here's your little download. And you go, oh, that's what it means. And you have those aha moments and you're like, oh, I've always known this. But it's just you're becoming aware of the true message. Much is the same with the Lord's Prayer. So people who know the Lord's Prayer, which is, I won't recite it all, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, etc., etc., etc. And it is a very, very integral part of Christian teachings, and it's seen as a prayer. But again, that's another thing that got lost in translation and lost its meaning over the years, because originally it was a meditation, and the meditation awakened the senses, awakened the energy centers. It wasn't words necessarily. And the true meaning got lost as the translation into different languages has happened, because as we translate to different languages, meanings can get lost along the way, because in some languages, there isn't a direct translation. In some languages, there's a word that is used in those languages that aren't used in another language. You see that quite common. Talking to people who speak different languages, they're like, if I could find the translation, I would give it to you, but there's a word in this language that means this that I can't translate into another language for you. So in our language, it means this. It's sort of this and a bit of that and a bit of this, but that's the best we can do in terms of translation. Same with things like these great spiritual wisdoms or techniques. Translation of Our Father who art in heaven, it's not really what was said specifically in that time, but we know it as that derivative now because of the translation. However, again, it's part of a meditation. I digress anyway. That's a topic for another time, and I will go into that more heavily. But back to the breath, like as we breathe in, we're letting go of all things that don't serve us anymore. Like we breathe in the opportunity and the expansion, but when we breathe out, we're letting go of the things that don't serve us anymore. But we're constantly growing and evolving. So if you were just breathing in constantly all the time, expanding, it'd be to a point where you couldn't breathe in anymore. And then you're just, but you need to breathe out again, because it's giving you a chance to let go of the things that you don't really need anymore or don't serve you anymore, or that you've utilized and that you're returning back to the universe. So it's this release and the return breath is sending the energy back to the environment from which it's received. So it's returning everything to a balance. So nothing's ever lost, and balance is always restored. So just like the cycle on earth of life and death and things, where life of the physical body, death of the physical body, the body returns back to atoms and etc., and returns back to the environments which it's surrounding, and that balance is restored on that chemical level. So everything basically returns back to a natural state. The inhalation and the exhalation, we are returning back to balance. So each breath is a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new expansion. Each breath in and each breath out is returning to balance and peace. So then as we continue the process, the peace and the balance become the continuum. So in between the breath in, we hold it for a second, and then we breathe out and we hold it for a second. Those in between moments are the balance and peace, because that's before the breath in, which is the activation, and before the breath out, which is the returning of the energy back to another state. So that becomes the continuum as we go along. And the deep breaths are the circuit breakers. So when I say deep breath in and then return to the breath and the natural cadence, that's what the deep breath's designed to do. It's a circuit breaker, because we shallow breathe. It's like breathe in, now you're breathing in more energy to activate, to remind yourself of who you are, and then you return the breath back to the natural rhythm, and you are remembering who you are. Let's try that out in this meditation. Shall we? It's about time. I've missed this. I've missed it every morning, waking up and meditating with you all. I've missed it. So let's get into it. So we sit back, relax, close our eyes, and just enjoy the presence of ourselves in relaxation. So we relax the body, just gently, 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 with a touch of excitement, as we're going to take our first breath in a minute. Deep, deep breath. As we relax, we just become aware of our breath in and out, the inhalation and the exhalation. We become aware of our body simultaneously to this inhalation and exhalation. As we take our first deep breath in, we breathe in that opportunity and that excitement, that expansion. As we hold the breath for a second, we're aware of the peace and the balance. And then as we breathe out that oxygen that we've used, that has served its purpose. We return that to the environment. We also return any tension and blockages. We return that to the environment as well. We're just aware of the peace and the balance. We just return our breath to a normal cadence, and we become aware of our body simultaneously. We don't control the breathing, but we are aware of the breathing, and we allow it to enter and exit our body at regular intervals. We just become aware of the peace between each breath and the stillness between each breath and the physical body. So we take another deep breath in. We're breathing in that opportunity, the fresh air through the nose, the sweetness, the expression, the connectedness, the oneness and the peace. As we fill our lungs, we fill our body as it goes up through our nose to the tops of our heads and through down to our lower energy centers and back up again. As we exhale out through the nose, we exhale all the tension and the blockages, The negativity, the old belief systems, we just release them and let them go to the environment. We just return to balance. We're aware of our balance. We're aware of our physical body. We just allow the breath to come and go at a normal cadence. As we're aware of the inhalation and the exhalation, we're just not controlling the breathing. We're just aware of it. We're just letting go, and we're going deeper into relaxation. As we relax the body, all that tension just disappears. As we just become aware of the breath, the energy surrounding the body simultaneously. That energy surrounding the body simultaneously is the life force, is the breath, is the presence of our greater selves. And we're acknowledging that with the body as it is in unison with the body. I say it's surrounding the body and outside the body, but it's also within the body at the same time. So we're just aware of this energy, we're aware of the body, we're aware of the peace and stillness between each breath. We're just relaxed and we let go further into meditation. So we take another deep breath in. Another circuit breaker in through the nose. Deep into the lungs and the tissues, and permeates every cell and every tissue throughout the body, igniting a harmonious balance and optimum level of production of everything within ourselves, our stem cells, our blood cells, etc. So we hold the breath, we breathe out, we relax further into meditation. We breathe out all the things we don't need, that weight that's lifted over on our body, that we're lifting out over our body. We just return the breath to a natural, relaxed state. So we're aware of the body and the energy pulsating through our body and surrounding our body. We're aware of the peace, the balance, and the stillness. We just allow the stillness and the peace to envelope our entire body and flow with the energy throughout our body. We're just still, but we're aware. So we just let go, relax the body even further, deeper and deeper into our own awareness and peace, balance and order. We're just going to take our final deep breath in, but as we do, we're going to acknowledge the crown, the area above the head. We're just going to allow the downpouring of energy over our head, down our neck, over our shoulders, our arms, out our hands, down our torso, over our legs, out the soles of our feet. We're just going to allow this energy to envelope our entire body as we take our deep breath. So here we go, taking our deep breath in through the nose, deep into those lungs, as we allow the energy to pour over us like a waterfall, surrounding our entire body. This is our protective shield, selectively permeable, that's all up and light in. As we hold the breath, we then just exhale out through the nose, as we allow all the old heaviness, any obstacles, any lasting belief systems that don't serve us anymore. And we're just going to release it and let it go, and then allow the breath to return to a normal rhythm, As we observe the inhalation, the exhalation, in between each breath, there is peace and stillness. We observe the peace and stillness within all of us. We observe the energy. We observe the breath. We just let go. With each breath, we go deeper and deeper into the peace, into the stillness. We just merge with this peace and stillness and just let go. And feel the weight being lifted off your body. Acknowledge the peace, the stillness, and just let go. As we gently and slowly bring our awareness to our heart, middle of the chest, our heart center. You may place your hands over the heart if you wish, or keep them down by your sides. It doesn't matter. As we're going to thank every person and every being that is within our consciousness, within our immediate environment, within our cities and towns, and our beloved planet. So we'd like to thank our beautiful family, our friends, our acquaintances, every person, every being in our immediate surroundings, our neighborhood, our buildings, if we live in apartments, a group of townhouses, just our neighborhood. Thank you for being in our lives. Thank you for the interactions we have on sometimes a daily basis. On regular intervals, even if it's infrequent. Thank you. Thank you for that smile. Thank you for that kind gesture. Thank you for the opportunity to grow and understand you more. Thank you for that phone call. Thank you for that text message. Thank you for just the little subtle things that maybe we don't give enough credit to. And as we thank these people in our immediate surroundings, our families, may they be blessed with the love and light they give us on subtle levels. May they be returned and blessed tenfold to those people, those beings, those pets. May they be blessed with love, light, harmony, peace, balance. As we thank them with the unconditional love they give us. Thank you. As we expand our consciousness a little bit further now to the cities and states we live in, those big areas. And we're thankful for our interactions with people and fleeting moments on the roads, passing them by. We may never know what their life is like. Thank you for those brief fleeting interactions as we zoom past in our cars or on our bikes or walking, motorbikes. Thank you for those brief interactions. And may you be blessed within your life, wherever you may go and end up on that day that we pass by. May you be blessed with love, with light, with power, the awareness of your greatness. And with each breath you take in, may you acknowledge your peace and your stillness and have that aha moment. That's who I am. May every person, every being in our cities and state levels who we come into contact with, even if we don't in that area that we live, may they be blessed with the love and light permeate through their lives into their surroundings. May the essence of light grow and expand within these areas. Blessings be to all in the states and cities areas. As we expand even further to the country level, these big areas, sometimes there's little countries as well, but these collection of areas that we call countries with different cultures, different skin colors, different customs. How beautiful and diverse the earth is, enriched with different populations and collections of people living out their life in the way and the knowledge that's been passed down to them through generation to generation. And the thing that unites us is the breath. May we all take a deep breath together, become aware of our true essence and go, yes, we are the same after all. May everyone in the country level, the leaders, the politicians, those in power, thank you for your guidance and your direction. It's a hard job at the top. Must be a lot of responsibility. We know that you're doing the best you can. May you be blessed with those moments of balance and peace to make those decisions with clarity, unity, harmony, compassion. May you be blessed with love, light, the ability to spread that light throughout the country. May the whole country that we live in and all the countries around the world, may they be blessed with love, light, just those moments to be able to take those deep breaths and acknowledge who we really are. Blessings be to all. As we expand even further on the global scale, as all the countries unite into one, we are the essence of light, love, and we thank this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful planet that we refer to as Earth. Many other titles. Gaia, the mother, the spirit of Earth. This beautiful planet that we call home for this moment. Thank you. Just so wondrous and magnificent. Thank you for everything, the environment, the air that we breathe, the ability to bring in that breath into our lungs, surrounded by the life force that's with it, the opportunity to remember who we are. Thank you, Mother Earth, for the environments you have, the animals you house, that you take care of. Blessings be to all on this planet, seen and unseen. Thank you. So we expand even further beyond the Earth itself, to the solar system, the galaxies, the universes, the outstretched areas of beyond. We're grateful for all the assistance received from the seen and the unseen, the wondrous magnitude of the universe and the galaxies, and the comets, and planets, asteroids, and the quasars, and the neutron stars, the black holes, all these elements of the universe. How wondrous and magnificent you are. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. As you may drop your hands by your side or in your lap, in a comfortable position, it's time to receive. So just concentrate on the tops of your crown, tops of your heads rather, the crown center. It's your time to receive. So just as you express gratitude outwards to the planet, to the people, to the beings, to the pets, to the animals, the universe, as so is the law of cause and effect, the boomerang effect. Energy comes back to you. So it's your time to receive. Open up your crown, and for all that you do for this planet, allow the energy to enter your crown and saturate your entire body. As we send this energy down, down, down through our body, out the soles of our feet. But for all that you do for this planet, for all that you do for your friends, and the way you take care of yourselves, not being too harsh on your assessment of yourself, being understanding of yourself, but for everything that you do for others and the kindness, the understanding, the compassion, may that be returned to you tenfold. As you deserve this, because you're a being of unlimited potential and awareness, and you choose to be in this moment, in this time. You choose this gratitude. You choose to be sitting in your awareness. And you create everything in your life with ease because you are so special. You're so magnificent. May your life and everyone in your life be blessed. Be blessed eternally with love, balance, peace, harmony, good health, strength. Just allow the blessings to flow in through your crown, through your body, out the soles of your feet. So we're going to share this excess energy with Mother Earth. May the energy go deep, deep, deep into Mother Earth. You're deeply grounded to Mother Earth. Your physical body is grounded to this plane. Your energetic body is grounded to this plane. So we send energy deep, deep, deep into Mother Earth. May Mother Earth be blessed with rejuvenation, revitalization, harmony, peace, and order. May this energy go to wherever it's needed within the earth. As this energy flows down into your feet, through to the earth, we're going to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You may move your hands and your feet. Your body. When you're ready, you may open your eyes with a big, big smile. Thank you for another day of Path to Peace. And remember, no matter where we are in our busy, busy lives, to take that deep breath and be aware of that breath and who we are. And the activation of who we are in that moment, returning to that balance, that harmony. So we'll be back again, same time tomorrow, for another wondrous session. Can't thank you enough. It's fantastic to be back, and may you have a wonderful rest of the day. And in the meantime, live life and make those memories. Bye for now.